Good evening, and thank you for joining us on The War Diary. On the 385th day of the war, here are the main highlights of the day at 7 p.m. Beirut time. Israeli airstrikes in Lebanon show no sign of easing. On Friday morning, the Israeli army announced the death of Abbas Adnan Meslam, a commander of Hezbollah's elite Radwan unit, without specifying the location or means of attack. Journalists have also come under fire. Israel claimed responsibility for an attack in Hasbaya that killed Ghassan Najjar, a cameraman, and Muhammad Rida, a broadcast engineer working for Al Mayadeen, as well as Wissam Qasim, a cameraman for Al Manar. 4 other journalists were injured, namely Zakaria Fadil, Ali Murtada, Hassan Htet, and Eli Abu Asaleh. Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati condemned the attack as deliberate. An Israeli raid struck the Syrian side of the Lebanese border, closing a crossing between Lebanon and Syria. Caretaker Minister of Public Works and Transportation Ali Hamiye stated that the route used by thousands fleeing Lebanon for Syria is now impassable, marking the second of 3 main crossings blocked. In southern Lebanon, an Israeli drone targeted a vehicle on the Qasimiya Birj Rahal highway, killing the driver. Israeli airstrikes also hit a building in Khirbet Silim, resulting in 4 deaths and 4 injuries. In Beirut's southern suburbs, a relative calm returned after a series of overnight raids. 12 airstrikes hit Shwaifet Amrousiye, Har Tahrik, St. Teresa, and Birj El Brajne. 2 buildings were destroyed in Shwaifet Amrousiye, causing a major fire, while 2 others collapsed near the Constitutional Council in St. Teresa. According to the Israeli army, nearly 200 Hezbollah targets were struck on Thursday. Meanwhile, Hezbollah said it targeted Israel's Carmel base south of Haifa with rockets on Friday. They also claimed strikes on Israeli military positions at Manara, Malikiya, Al-Marj, and Aitarun, as well as destroying several Merkava tanks in Marwahin and Adaisi. In Israel, Channel 12 revealed that rockets from Lebanon hit a truck and multiple vehicles in Shumera, western Galilee, damaging the area's power grid. Lebanese Health Minister Firas Abyad stated that to date, 163 emergency responders and healthcare workers have been killed in Israeli airstrikes across Lebanon, just over a year into ongoing clashes between Hezbollah and Israel. In Gaza, the Israeli army said that 3 soldiers were killed in fighting in the northern part of the Strip. The Gaza Health Ministry announced hundreds were arrested at Kamal Adwan Hospital in Jabaliyah, which Israeli forces stormed on Friday after days of encirclement. The World Health Organization said it lost contact with staff at the last functioning hospital in northern Gaza. The Gaza Health Ministry has reported a death toll of 42,847 Palestinians since the onset of the war. On the diplomatic front, Israel deployed a delegation to Qatar on Thursday to discuss a Gaza agreement involving hostage releases, with Hamas signaling openness to ceasefire talks. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office stated that Mossad chief David Barnea will meet CIA Director Bill Burns and the Qatari Prime Minister on Sunday. In London, Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati met with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken to discuss Israeli airstrikes on Lebanon, stressing the need for a ceasefire, as more than 1.4 million Lebanese have been displaced. Jordan's foreign minister also called on the international community to press release to halt, and I quote, ethnic cleansing during his meeting with Blinken. The Wall Street Journal reported that Russia provided data to Houthi rebels, enabling them to target Western ships in the Red Sea. According to the report, the Houthis used Russian satellite data relayed by Iranian intermediaries to strike vessels with missiles and drones. That concludes today's recap. Join us tomorrow for another overview of the situation. Until then, stay connected on This is Beirut's website and on all our social media platforms.